everybody. My name is Steve Blair. As you know, I am continuing with our series on the changing workplace. And I have today my good friend Seth Opel from SHS Payroll to talk about not only his company, I love them because we use them, but also they do work with a lot of small to medium-sized businesses in around the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. And today I'd really like to talk to him about not only his company and the services that they provide, but also kind of what they've been seeing as companies have been adapting during the pandemic. So Seth, welcome for coming. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Steve. It's so great to be here.
Good. So tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got to SHS and really what you do there and what you think your value prop is.
Absolutely. Well, in a nutshell, I had a background in sales, and I first got into the payroll world working for one of the big national firms. Did that for a couple of years, and kind of got my feet wet that way. But found out that really going back to my roots as a small business lover, I guess you could say, a small business advocate, I wanted to go back to working for a smaller company. So seeing that I switched over to SHS in 2019, early 2019, really all the things that we can do for our clients are the things that I wish I could have done when I was with the big national company, where you have just a little more nimble business model. You can provide a much higher touch level for your clients, and obviously you don't have to use a 1-800 number to get in touch with us, that sort of thing. Well, so that's kind of what we do.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one of the things that I've really liked. So we used to be part of a payroll company, as many of our clients know, and after we left them and went independent, we continued with them for a while, but eventually they did sell their company to ADP. And since I was with them for payroll, I went along that ride, and I was not a big fan. For me, my own personal experience. I'm sure ADP is great for a lot of people, but what I felt like I was missing with that was really the personal touch, because the system that they moved us over to with ADP, everything had to be online. Like I had to put in requests by message, and they would get back to me within 24 to 72 or more hours, well past me going, hey, I need this report, or I'm looking for this piece of information, and to have to wait several days was a challenge for me. And so when we switched to SHS, I all of a sudden got Stephanie, and I could say, hey, Stephanie, I need this, or hey, Stephanie, I need that. And guess what? She got back right away to me, and I couldn't be happier. And I know, a lot of small businesses struggle with that because we're a small business too. They struggle with that. They feel that they don't get the personalized attention working with the bigger companies. They seem more focused on working on their larger clients. So that's what's kind of endeared me to you all. But you all work with a lot of small businesses in a lot of different industries. So, what kind of challenges have you seen come up during the pandemic, especially within your own industry, and how are employers adapting to that?
Sure. Great question. And, thank you also for sharing that story. I think it's a great success story. And we love to hear that. So that's fantastic.
Deserve it. But, give credit where credit's due.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. But, to your question about, what's going on with our industry and the challenges in the past, 2 years or so, really, a lot of different things have come down the pike that, have caused small businesses to, rethink the way that they do business in a lot of ways. And, one of the biggest topics that we see is, hiring. I mean, hiring was always a challenge. Now it's even more challenging. I mean, maybe than ever before. Workers have so much more leverage than employers do at this point. And, so employers are finding that they have to go outside of their, normal jurisdiction to find employees. So along with that, hiring remote employees comes a lot of payroll tax compliance issues. A lot of complications can pile up when you start expanding into other states. So, that's one of the big things that, we've been working with our clients to help navigate and kind of guide them through that process, make sure that, they're set up properly with payroll tax accounts in all the states that they're, hiring, and, making sure that that workflow is efficient and smooth, and, everybody gets paid and their taxes are going to the right place.
Yeah, I want to actually go back on that because I've noticed that also with what you're saying with some of my clients. And just a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to one of my longtime clients, someone that we really care about. Not that we don't care about everybody, but they've been a longtime client of ours. And he said, Steve, I just hired somebody from Pennsylvania. I've never hired anyone in Pennsylvania. What do I need to do? And I go, well, you need to talk to your payroll company because you need to get the tax thing set up for Pennsylvania, because unlike in Maryland or DC or Virginia, you have to pay town tax. And so there's
Local
a whole
tax,
different thing. And they were like, oh, we do our taxes with QuickBooks and we don't have any information like that. And that's where working with like a QuickBooks or even some of the other companies can kind of fall apart. You all actually, and you helped us because we had a problem because we used to have employees in Virginia. We kept getting these fees from Virginia to have these tax accounts. And we're like, we don't have anyone in Virginia anymore. And you all took care of the problem for us right away. So, I think it's important, like you said, that especially and it's not just Pennsylvania, there's a lot of different jurisdictions around the country that have these really weird tax rules, and there's challenges for that. And I think that's a good point that you bring up, that you all help not only identify, okay, this is what needs to happen, but you help facilitate that change as well.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, that's who we are and why we do what we do. We want our clients to feel like we are really partners in their business, and we're here to help talk through whatever questions they have about, the nuances of your particular situation. And every business is different. So, we may not always have all the answers, but we can certainly, point you in the right direction or bring in, the right people to help get you on track. And those state tax issues are one of the biggest ones that we see. Week in and week out, especially now, the staffing levels, even at the state tax agencies, is not great. Everything is backed up. People talk about supply chain issues, but it really has affected everything. And, the wait time just to get these issues resolved is so long, and it's very frustrating for clients. So, we're really happy to be able to, step in and help navigate that and really kind of give some guidance and peace of mind to our clients to know that, hey, we're taking care of this issue for you. Here's why this is happening, and here's how you fix the problem.
Well, thanks for your insights on that. I really appreciate it. Any other thoughts you'd like to throw our way?
I would say if you're having any sort of issues, getting in touch with your payroll provider, whether it's QuickBooks or whoever, we're always happy to just have a conversation with you. And, we like to position ourselves as a resource for, local small businesses. We really, really champion the cause of small businesses. We believe that they are the backbone of our economy. So, we want to do everything we can to help, all of us succeed. And I think when we succeed, everybody succeeds with us. So
Well,
that's
my
probably
my clients know that I feel the same way. I champion that message quite often, and that's the bulk of our clients are in the small to medium-sized business. And that's where we spend our time supporting, small businesses for the same reason. And I think that's, that's one of the reasons that we have a very similar outlook in how we work and interact with our clients. And I think that's kind of endeared us to you even more. Not only are you all great people, but the other thing is you're not salesy. I never at any time felt like you all were like hard selling me or anything like that. You really have always taken the stance of you're here to help, and you have all the knowledge and experience and expertise that all the large companies have, but in a more, and to me, a lot more intimate, professional, responsive way than what I experienced working with some of those larger companies. So thank you for your time. For anybody that needs
Yeah.
help with payroll, look down below. We're going to include all of Seth's contact information. Consider it an A+ referral from me. They do great work. And even if, I mean, even if you're not looking to move your payroll, but you need a resource, or if you feel like, you're not sure about a question, Seth will be very happy to answer it for you. So give him a call. Good guy, great company, small local business, just like all of us. They do an excellent job, and I can't say enough about them. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Seth. Have a
Thank you
great
so
day.
much.
All right.
Yeah,
Be
you
well.
too.
Bye-bye.